Hi students, I am Aditya Sauri. Today's our concept is pointers. A pointer is a special kind of variable that holds the memory address of a variable of same type. Pointer is one of the most important feature available in C language. Okay, now I would like to explain this definition in brief by taking an example. Now let us create two variables. One variable is normal variable and another one is pointer variable. So whenever we create these variables in memory block, the two memory blocks will be assigned and these names will be saved with that particular variable names. So imagine that this is a memory block. So one memory block and another memory block, and if I store a value in variable a, that means here I am giving a equal to 10. So whenever I store a value in a variable, so in that particular memory block the value will be stored. So 10, and this memory block named called as a, and this memory block called as p. So whenever the memory blocks is created in primary memory, that means RAM, so each memory block contains with an address, unique address. So imagine this 1001 is a address of a variable. For p variable also the unique address will be created. So imagine 2001 is a address of p. So after that I like to assign the address of a to p. So whenever I write p equal to ampersand of a, that means here the address of a is stored in p. So that means so 1001. So in this example I created two variables, one is a and another one is p. In a I stored 10 value and the address of a variable is 1001, and in p I stored the address of a, that means 1001, and the address of p is 2001. Okay, so if I like to print the value of a, so the output is 10 because I stored 10 value in a. Now if I like to print the value of p, so the answer is 1001 because in p I stored the address of a and the address of a is 1001. Now if I like to print the address of a, so here the address of a is 1001. Already I wrote this in example. And if the address, okay, if I like to print the address of p, so here ampersand is used to bring the address of the particular variable. So now the p address is 2001. Now I like to print the pointer p. So for p we have a value, for a we have the value, and the address of a is 1001 and the address of p is 2001. Now we like to print the pointer p. So what we get here, so in pointers the pointer variable is used to hold the address of another variable. That means here I wrote p equal to ampersand a, that means in p we are storing the address of a, that means here we are holding the address of a in p. So whenever I call pointer p. Here it checks the value which is stored in p. So in p we store the address of a. So address of a. So after that this value will goes where it points to. So this 1001 belongs to a variable's address. So it goes directly here. If any value is there to that particular address, that means in 1001 we have 10 value. So it prints that particular value if we use the pointer variable. So in p one of the variables address is there, and the particular address will checks where it is located. So it directly goes to the particular address and it prints the value which is stored in that particular address. That means in 1001 which value we have? 10. So in pointers it works like that. So the value which is stored in the pointer variable will checks where the particular address is there, and it goes directly to that particular location. After that it brings the value which is stored on that particular location. So in p which address we have? 1001. That means a's address. So in 1001 what the data we have? 10 value. So by using this thing we can get the another variable's value. Now let us see the basic example of pointers. So in this example I created two variables. One is a variable and another one is pointer p variable. So after creating the two variables, the next step is p equal to ampersand of a. So here I am assigning the address of a into p variable. So after that I gave a statement printf, enter a value in a. So here we are inserting a value in a variable. So that's why I gave scanf %d comma ampersand of a. So here ampersand is a referencing. So ampersand a means referencing variable. So the value which I gave is stored into the a variable with the help of ampersand. Here ampersand is used to access the address of a variable. So after that I gave the printf statements to print the value of a and the address of a and the value of p and the address of p, and after that the pointer variable. So in first statement, if I gave the 10 value, it prints the 10. And the next statement I gave ampersand of a, that means it prints the address of a variable. After that I gave the p in printf statement. So that means the data which is stored in p variable is print. After that in next printf statement I gave ampersand of p, that means here I am printing the address of p variable. After that pointer p I gave. So I already told in one example, if the data which is stored in p variable, it checks it is the address of another variable or not. If it is the address of the another variable, it returns the value of that particular variable. Why it access that particular variable? Because here I gave p equal to ampersand of a. So the address which is stored in p is accessed to the a variable. After that the data which is stored in a will be print in output screen. So already I said that here ampersand is the referencing variable and here pointer is the dereferencing variable. Now let us see the output. So no errors are there. Okay. Now this is the output screen. So enter a value in 10 a. So now I am giving the value 20. So here we can see the outputs. The value of a is 20 because I gave 20 in a variable. After that, the address of variable is, you can see, 2358972, and the value of p variable same, because here I assigned a address into p variable, so that's why the value of p is also same. After that, the address of p variable. So now here we can see the address of p variable 2358968, and after that we can see the value of pointer p, that is 20. So I already said that with the help of addresses, the pointer variable can access the another variable of value. Now let us see the another example in pointers. So in this example we are discussing addition of two values using pointers. So in this example I created 5 variables. One is a, b, c, pointer p and pointer q. And in this example I am giving values in a and b variables, and for pointers I am using p and q variables, and for result storing I am using here c variable. So after creating the variables, I gave p equal to ampersand a. So we already discussed in previous example. That means here I am storing the address of a in p variable, and in next step q equal to ampersand of b. That means I am storing address of b in q variable. After that, I used printf statement. That means enter a values in a and b. So here I gave two values in a variable and b variable. So after that I used logic, that is c equal to pointer p plus pointer q. So I assigned the address of a in p variable and I assigned the address of b in q variable. So by using pointers we can access the values of a and b. So how it will be happen, already we discussed it in previous examples. So now let us check the output. So in this output screen we can see enter a values of a and b. So for a value, for a variable I am giving 10 value, and for in b variable I am giving 20. So the addition of two values is 30. So in this example we are assigning the address of a and b in q and p. So with the help of pointers we can access the particular value of a and b. So after that, here we use the logic pointer p plus pointer q. So that means 10 plus 20, that is 30, and 30 value is stored in c variable, and at last we print the statement. So the addition of two values and the result is stored in c. That's why I gave here the c variable. So the final output is 30.